Hey, you guys, welcome to Everybody's Hype podcast. Everybody's hype, everybody's hype, everybody's hype, everybody's hype, everybody's hype, everybody's hype. Hey y'all, welcome to episode 11 of Everybody's Hype. I know you're like, who is this girl? Who is it? Look, don't do me. I know it's been a while, but it doesn't matter because I'm back. If you know, I recently moved to Florida. I'm going on like month 6 being here. So, I've just had to adjust, get my life together. The creative juices were dried up, but they're flowing again. The juices is flowing on me, the creative juices. So yeah, I'm really happy to be back, and I love that this time that has passed, I've had people ask me like, oh, what happened to your podcast? Are you going to do new episodes? I'm like, wait, they really checking for me? They care about me? People was really watching this, so I'm not talking to myself? Oh my gosh. Don't do that. Thank you. Look, everybody was hyped to ask me where the episodes was. But look, guess what? They're back. And hopefully we're going to get back on this every 2 week schedule posting an episode. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and all that. And I have a good episode for you guys. And yeah, make sure you hit me up with any topics you may think you want to hear about. Or if you want to be a guest, tell me what you want to talk about. Maybe we can arrange. Maybe we can have an arrangement of some sort, okay? So yeah, make sure you guys keep watching and stay tuned for episode 11. All right, y'all ready? Lights, camera, action. Okay, you guys, like I said, I have 2 wonderful guests. We have Lorna at the bottom right there and Bree over here. So this episode is going to be about, distance in relationships, physical distance in relationships. So, both of these girls have some experience in the topic. That's why they're here. So I have a question for you guys and everybody watching or whatever. So do you guys believe that distance in relationships make the heart grow fonder? But before you answer, I did my little research and stuff like that. And according to, all the scientists and whoever else does this type of research, they said that couples in long distance relationships actually develop, stronger feelings and more intimate bonds when they're far away rather than being close. So, I guess it is a fact since the scientists are saying it. But do you guys think that not talking about yourselves, but do you think that that's true for everyone, or it can be true for everyone?
I don't think it's true for everyone because everyone's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
I could agree with Lauren because I just feel like it depends on the relationship. I feel like, because everybody's different, so I just feel like if it's like a certain person, like you want to be with them, like distance is not gonna matter. Like regardless, you're gonna make it work. Mm-hmm. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It just depends on the relationship you have, and it's definitely not for everyone. Definitely not.
Okay, so Brie, are you or have you been in a long distance relationship?
So I have been in a long distance relationship. I'm not in a long distance relationship anymore because now we live together, and it definitely So like that's what I'm saying. Like I'll always like okay like long distance. Like I could definitely say like it's definitely like, how can I put this? It definitely made my heart grow fonder for this person because, when you're not with them, like obviously you're going to miss them a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you're yearning, like, okay. And like the distance was nothing for me. Like, listen, I pack my bags every Friday to go see him. Like, so yeah, it definitely wasn't nothing for me.
How long were y'all long distance before y'all made the move?
Okay. So I want to say a year. Yeah, like a year.
Okay.
No, okay, less than a year, maybe like 9 months.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Lorna, are you currently or were you in a long distance relationship?
I am right now. Yeah. It's very interesting. Mm-hmm. It's been July makes 7 years, but it's been long distance, but like back and forth. So sometimes he'll live here and then sometimes he'll be like in Jamaica or like somewhere else. So yeah. But it's been good. Hopefully next year it won't be long distance.
Yeah, that's a long time. But but you guys make it work.
Yeah.
But
We
so
see each other pretty often though, like every other month, so it's not too bad.
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. Cause some people would be like, Jamaica, that's far, that's so far. But
It's only an hour and a half away
yeah.
through plane.
So
You can't drive there.
yeah. Did y'all ever think y'all would be in something like that?
No.
Honestly, no. I was against it, not gonna lie, because you always had that feeling like, okay, like what are they doing? Like, the long distance, like you're not gonna be there 24/7, obviously.
Yeah. You're thinking
So
that
I used
too.
yeah, even when you're living with them, you're like, okay, what is this? But like now, like I'm for it because I'm in it, obviously. But like before, I was definitely against it. I was like, no, I need to be knowing where he's at 24/7. I want to know where he's at when he's sleeping. Like, no, but it's definitely I could definitely say like go for it. If you know it, like don't try to say, oh, love, I can't do long distance because this, that, and the third. Like just try it. Just try it. Like you just never know.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because I say now like, oh, I would be in one, but I think that's just because I just moved, so like I'm not talking to anybody down here, but the people I do look at like, oh, he's cute, they're still back at home, so I'm like, maybe I could make that work from a distance, but I don't know if I could actually do it. Like I've dabbled in a little bit. I had a little boo in Jamaica too. We not like Lorna and her boyfriend. I had a little boo in Jamaica, but it's like at first it was cool in the beginning because it's like, oh, strong feelings, da da da, and then it's like, dang man, you kind of far. Like I can't. When I want to lay up, I can't lay up. When I want to, like, it's not like you could just pack a bag, like Bree said, pack a bag and just get on the bus, drive to them or something like that. It's like we have to sit here, make a plan, book a ticket. Even though once you get there, you're not spending money, but you still gotta get that flight money together. So yeah. But these two have made it work. Lorna and her man have made it work, but like she said, he comes here sometimes too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or we take turns.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun traveling though. So
it definitely is fun.
Benefit, yeah. Like you get to get up and get out and go see.
You get new experiences. You meet a lot of new people. Like he has his friends, I have my friends, so it's like really cool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can see how there's definitely more benefits than negatives, I feel like, because definitely with that, like the growing fond part, how your feelings grow and stuff when you are distance, that is good for when you do come together to be together full time. I'm assuming like once y'all got you and Bree and your boyfriend, once y'all got to live together, it like increased, right? Because it was already something, of course, if y'all decided.
Yeah. I could definitely say it increased. I feel like it's weird to say because I thought like a lot of things were going to change, but I feel like it was definitely the same like when we started living together because I feel like I already knew him so much from like, because even though like you're on FaceTime with someone and you're texting them all day, like you're still going to know that person or like you're still going the distance to see, like it's just the same, but you're just going to be with them 24/7. Obviously, it's not the same for everyone because like sometimes you don't see somebody 24/7, so of course it's gonna be like a little stuff, but like I feel like for me personally, it wasn't any different because I already knew him, like, and just because it was 9 months, like I just knew him and I just knew it, like it was it, and like he knew that from the jump too. Like once we met each other, like we were inseparable. Like you couldn't tell me nothing about him. Like it wasn't none of that. Like I don't know. All I say is like it wasn't different for me at all. Like. And I'll do it again.
do you think it'll be different? Do you think it'll be different once you guys actually are like living with each other full time?
Oh, we are living.
No, not you. I said Lauren.
Oh, sorry.
Do you think it will be different? Because you guys been together a long ass, like y'all know each other.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be any different because like we really, really know each other. Like I know what he doesn't like. He knows what I don't like, and then. Yeah, I don't think it'll be different, but I won't know until I try it.
Yeah, I'm like, once you live, like you see like little details somebody does, like they don't roll the toilet paper roll back up or something stupid. Like you start seeing small little stuff like that. Like I didn't know you did.
It is the little things though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, why you do that? Like, well, whatever.
Yeah, that would probably irk me. Cause I'm like, wait, I didn't know you did that all the times I stayed over. So. Okay, do you guys think like the longer the longer your relationship has gotten, like the time in between seeing each other, do you feel like that made that part better? Like, okay, I don't know if I worded that right. So let's say in the beginning of the relationship, you don't see each other for like 2 weeks or something. So you're like, oh, I miss him so much, da da da. But now you're on month 8 and you're not seeing him for 2 weeks. Is that miss different or is it more? Like, would you say the longer the relationship is, like it gets easier or harder?
I feel like it will be the same, honestly. I feel like it's just the same. Like just because it's like it could be 2 years in whatever you do in 2 weeks, like you're gonna miss that person because like that's that's your other half basically. Like so you're always gonna miss them like if you're not with them. Because even if I'm like well we live together now and I went home for Christmas or whatever, like I would still miss my man because that's my other half. So like it's just yeah, I just feel like you'll always just miss that person, like regardless how long it will go.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes like you miss them more like when something's like happening in your life and you want to like celebrate or like you had a bad day and you just want to like cuddle up and you can't. Yeah. So you miss them always, but some days it's like a little bit more.
Okay. So with the distance, how do you keep it spicy, Luna, and how did you keep it spicy, Bree? Like, y'all moms not watching this. Don't worry. Like, how do you keep it like spicy and keep him just like, intrigued? I mean, I guess if he likes you and loves you, like he's going to be intrigued, but I feel like you might have to do like a little something.
Okay, so me and Will, we met during quarantine, like literally like the start of quarantine. And well, actually wasn't started. I don't know. Anyways, long story short, so when Tory Lanez was doing that like quarantine, he was doing like little twerk videos and shit. I was doing quarantine for him on FaceTime. So I was definitely keeping it spicy, like, okay, yeah, go play that music, blah, blah, like twerking on FaceTime or like showing. I'm not gonna say what I was showing, but yeah, I was definitely keeping it spicy, like sending little texts, like just
give him something to miss.
Yeah, you gotta give him something to miss.
Okay.
So something to look at, or look forward to.
So. I agree with her. So everything she said and more. And like recently we've been doing like, so I've started a new job, so I don't have to wear uniform. So I'll send him like my outfit of the day and he'd be like, oh, that's cute or whatever. Or like just send him things like pictures of like how your day is going or like what you're wearing, eating, stuff like that.
Okay. So, some little teas.
Yeah, like, it just keeps it.
This is my work.
Yeah, all the tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if I don't look cute, he gonna tell me. And I'll be like, dang.
We love an honest king. We love honesty.
We love an honest man.
We do. We wouldn't be here today without honesty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Hopefully I find someone. Maybe he'll be distant. Maybe he'll be close.
You never know. Might be this year, 2022.
I don't know. I kind of want it to be like 2023. I don't really need it to be this year. Maybe a little something, like a little something.
You're probably watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably is watching right now.
Hey,
It's the crush.
Yes. Ooh.
She doesn't be like this.
So
like, what she said?
He listening. He trying to take note. I be feeling like that. Like somebody who likes me watching my episodes. Like, okay. I know
I like what she said, but
okay.
So when you're with somebody, in like a long distance relationship, when do you feel like like you should start talking about moving in? Like, at what point do you feel like, all right, we need to discuss like our living arrangement? I mean, with Bree, y'all. I mean, I'm not y'all did it fast, but you're wait, how old are you, Bree? 26?
I'm 25. 25.
Ooh, child, I'm just a little girl because I wouldn't even be thinking about that at 25. But I know everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone's different. True.
So I would have thought if you asked me like last year, like, oh, would you move in with a man? I would have been like, actually no, all right, like 2 years ago. Oh, would you live with a man? Blah blah. I would have said no, like I want to have my own place, blah blah blah. But I just feel like it just felt right at the moment. Like it just felt right. It felt right with him from the moment I met him. Honestly, like it just needed to be done. And I feel like once we moved together, like we push each other to like better ourselves. So if you're with somebody 24/7, like you're gonna just be the best person like you could possibly be. So I motivate him, he motivates me.
Mhm.
So like I don't know, at the moment it just felt right, and I'm glad I made that decision. Like I'll make that decision over and over again because it's the best decision I made. Like I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff that I've been saying. Yeah, like I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff that I've been saying I was gonna do. And now like I'm actually accomplishing my goals because I have somebody on my team that I'm with 24/7 that's going to, help me. And like, yeah, I never would have thought, but it happened. And I'm glad I made the decision.
About to make me cry. I'm about to shed a tear. That is beautiful.
Right? I'm feeling inspired.
Yes.
And
So, like, Lorna, when did you guys start talking about like living with each other, or because you guys been together since you were young? So, like, did you have a plan? Like, oh, when we get this age, we're gonna do that.
Well, I mean, like when you're a teenager, we met when we were like 16.
Mhm.
So when you're like a teenager, you have like all these dreams, like, yeah, we're gonna live the American dream, blah blah blah. No. Like we're just weighing out our options to see like what would be better, like Jamaica or here.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I don't know what I would choose if I had to choose. But I just know I just want to be comfortable. Obviously I'm gonna miss my family.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna live with them, so I'm still gonna miss them. And all of my family is far apart, so I'm kind of like used to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think maybe next year. I'm not thinking.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully next
myself
year.
too.
If you go to Jamaica,
Yeah.
I'm coming to visit.
Whenever y'all ready.
I would choose Jamaica, but there's pros and cons everywhere. But I would choose.
I've never been to Jamaica.
First of all,
you need to go
immediately.
Yeah,
I know. Packing my bags. Packing my bags. I'm ready.
Friends
I
trip
have my bags
first.
packed.
Yeah, friends trip first. Then you and Will can go. But
yeah,
I gotta show you.
Yeah, you would have a really good time, and the food's really good.
Yeah, for sure. But do you guys have like any tips that you would give to people that are in long distance relationships and maybe struggling or thinking about it, like contemplating, like maybe I want to do this, maybe I don't? Because I did a poll on Instagram. It was like, would you guys like consider long distance relationship? And so many people were saying like, hell no. Like a lot of people, and I think people's biggest motivation is the sex part. I really think that's the problem, because outside of that, like when you're with like you're talking on the phone and stuff like that, even though that physical face-to-face talking is better all the time. But for the most part, apart from the sex part, you're just talking. So it's like that should be enough until you come together to do it. But I feel like that was most people's like motivation for saying no, because they don't have it on call.
I would say one thing about long distance is like you actually get to know the person without actually physically being there. So you physically you mentally like get to know them person, like, just through FaceTime. So you're actually knowing that person, like, the ins and outs about that person. But, because like, sometimes if you're in person, it's usually just about physical.
Yeah.
And, all that, like, yeah, it's like always just physical. But like, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that I met him through long distance so we can actually really get to know each other, like, just through FaceTime calls or, because I feel like most relationships probably don't work out because they're always just like, just to get to be together because they're having good sex or whatever. Like, and that's a plus because it is.
It's important.
Yeah, it's important for sure. But I feel like a lot of people are not really getting to know each other before they, try to like get in a relationship with them or like, like, or just with them because they're having good sex. And that's not all it's about. That's what I'm saying. If you have a good relationship in long distance, it's going to be better when y'all actually really move in together, because I feel like you're already really going to know them already, because what else you're doing? You're talking.
Yeah,
like,
that's all.
Nothing else to do. So like if it's working that way, it's definitely going to work in person.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I've been in situations where like we may have met in real life, but then after that, for some reason, we couldn't see each other after that, like quickly. So we're talking on the phone and FaceTime. And it's like, oh, I'm feeling this vibe. And then when you finally do get together in real life, it's like, oh, wait, this is cool. This is a little vibe. I know a lot about you, because I actually had a little friend over the quarantine. And like, yo, I knew this man inside and out, vice versa. And then when we linked, it was like, what? He's like my broski now. Shout out to my bro. But like, but during the quarantine, we thought it was something. But we got to know each other. And yeah, like you said, when you are just talking all the time, it's definitely better than because when you meet and then you're with each other all the time, y'all go right to smashing, and that can cloud your judgment. You're like, oh, this person is amazing. Whole time, are they really? Or is that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Whole time
that's what it is with this generation too. Like they make that the main focus. Like, no, you're gonna get married. You have to wake up and like make sure this is the person like you want to be with forever. You can't just wake up and be like, I think I want a divorce today. Like, no,
right.
because you're bored or it's just I don't know. This generation is weird.
Yeah. You know what? I wish I would have had a man on here because I want to ask y'all something, but I know
that would have been good.
Yes, because I know for girls, like the question I'm about to ask is so easy because I feel like long distance. How is it with like temptation and stuff? But I feel like women, I mean, not all women. We all know some whole friends, but for the most part, women can contain themselves. But if I feel like a man well, y'all men are cool, not y'all men, but like some other men in long distance relationships, they can't handle that. I feel like, well, I guess it's a maturity thing for sure.
It's definitely a maturity thing.
It's a maturity
but like I even hear like scary stories. Like sometimes, like I know people. Like I feel like everybody knows a person that's like in a long distance relationship, and the guys out here like cheating on the girl or whatever. They're trying to act like they're like the best boyfriend ever, and that's probably like, damn, like.
Can't relate.
It's right, can't relate, but it's scary out here.
Wait, you don't know what
you always get.
No, go ahead.
You always get that question though, like, oh, you don't think he's cheating on you, or like, you don't think he's being honest. But when you you just have instincts, like you would know.
Yeah.
Like
women intuition.
Yeah,
exactly. And people would tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because girls are shiesty. They would definitely come up and message you like.
Yeah, they'll be like,
it's gonna happen sooner or later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna happen sooner or later at some point.
That's my first thought.
Kind of like annoying though.
Yeah, girls is messy, but that's my first thought when somebody tells me like, "Oh, I'm in a long distance." I'm like, "Dang, you trust him?" Like,
wait, so that's what you thought of me?
Yeah, I'm like, dang, Jamaica, you kind of far. But sometimes you can tell when somebody's different. Like sometimes, I guess you just know, like y'all knew, or you knew that like they were cool with y'all, like being a part of the relationship was fine. But some people can't handle that. That was my whole like college experience. Like my guy friends in college that had girlfriends at home. Oh my gosh.
I heard about that.
I'm like, wait, you got a girlfriend, then the girlfriend's coming to visit, and it's like, oh my gosh. But I guess they're younger then, but yeah, like everybody can't handle that.
Yeah, it's all about maturity, honestly. And I feel like a man like a man like emotionally, like they're 5 years like
behind.
And I just feel they're 5 years behind. But like even sometimes you just have to find the guys that are, on the same level as you. And you just have to find somebody that's like, mature and knows like what he has is good and that he's not gonna mess it up, because it's easy. Of course there's gonna be beautiful girls out there, because I know my man, like I know he probably sees a pretty girl, whatever, but I'm not about to listen to him be insecure about it, because I know at the end of the day he's not about to act on that shit. Because what are you doing? This all that is at home, but 10 times better. Like, come on. Yeah, so I just feel like it's like a lot of insecurity could play into like a relationship too, like long distance.
Yeah.
So my tip, like you asked about a tip, my tip is like, if you're going to go into a relationship and you know yourself and you're insecure, I would say don't try it, because don't do it, because at the end of the day, like it's not going to work. And I'll just say that right now, you can't go to like a long distance being insecure, because it's just, you're going to probably like call them like, oh, where you at right now? And they're probably asleep. Like, do that. You have to just put trust, and you also like don't go in a relationship and you don't have like trust for anybody. Like, so that's why I say it just depends on the person, and it depends on, like the type of relationship, because it's not going to work for everybody. So you just have to be really content with yourself and really like trusting. Because all the time, I'm gonna say like sometimes you can't trust certain people, but like you have to be trusting as well, and like woman's intuition, and just know that like if you know your man's not cheating, then you'll be cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for my little tip. Don't be insecure, and yeah.
That would be my problem. I'd be like, you probably at home thinking about somebody else. That would definitely probably be my problem. It's like insecure type of thing. But you know, every girl can be a little insecure, but
I remember like
my downfall in it because I would just be thinking like, dang, like he's going to work, he's going to the like he's seeing women all over the place, and I'm over here 500 miles away. Like, what is he doing when I'm not with him? Just because I know what men can do when you are with them.
That's why like you need like a lot of reinsurance stuff because I'm not gonna lie and say that I didn't have like my times where I'm like, okay, what is he doing? So that's why like I had
what you doing text.
Yeah, like what are you doing? So like that's when like I'm
together, so
right. So that's why like I always like had like conversations like, okay, I need insurance, like you know. But like I didn't have to say it to him like any times after like you make sure like okay I'm this or whatever and like you just you know it's always about like reinsurance like because I know if I'm somewhere and he's calling my phone I'm going to pick up like that's what I'm saying it's not hard to be in a long distance relationship like it's easy to pick up the phone, it's easy to
you have to want it to work.
Yeah, you have to want it. That's all.
That's all. But that's what any relationship, like, honestly, you can't be insecure. You have to want it. You have to try. Like, people give up so quickly nowadays. Like, I don't like this little thing about her. So, like, yeah, I'm done. I'm out the door. But no, when you get married, you're not going to like a lot of things, okay? Yeah. Like, everybody's their own person. You're your own person. Your boyfriend's your own person. But when out together, it's one. So, figure it out. You
talk it out.
Yeah, exactly. Tough it out.
Yeah, communication is definitely a big thing in relationships. I think that's one of the reasons why me and my boyfriend's still here today because we're big on communication. I won't let him go to sleep mad, and he won't let me go to sleep mad. And
that's right.
Yeah, like got to talk about everything. Even if the situation's uncomfortable, you still have to talk it out.
Yeah, y'all inspire me right now. I wish I had a boyfriend.
What happened?
A good man.
Yeah,
he's watching. He's watching right now.
Hey again, babe. Thanks for watching. But yes, you guys, you know, you gave me some insight. Hopefully, you gave everybody watching some insight into why you can do long distance relationship. My girl right here been with her man for 7+ years, and they are happy, strong, seeing each other, and they're moving in together next year. They might even move back to Jamaica. And bring her y'all only how long were y'all together before the move? 9 months?
9 months. It's been a year and some change now, but yeah,
okay. 9 months and they knew what they wanted to do.
That's crazy because me and my boyfriend, we only spoke for like a month.
And then it was official. See, that's another thing. This is about long distance.
If you know, you know.
About relationships.
When you know.
They know. Ladies. If y'all been messing with each other for 4 years and it's nothing, I think you know.
Yeah.
Because he know it's nothing. So I think you know what it is. So yeah, you know, you guys, everybody, y'all should consider long distance relationships if the opportunity presents itself. Like, don't go out looking for men in faraway places. But if it is to work, you know, try it out, give it a go after you listen to the tips these ladies gave you, because I can't help you. I'm not doing it. But, you know, it can work for some people.
Taylor, it might work.
It might work. That's the thing. I feel like my man is somewhere. He's not here.
The love of your life is probably like in Europe or something.
Yeah. Wait. All right. I'm going to tell y'all. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
No, I'm going to tell y'all. No. Because this summer, I'm doing a month in Paris. The whole month of July, I'm going to live in Paris.
So you watched the show, like the Netflix show, like Emily in Paris?
Because at first I was going to do London. But then I saw Emily in Paris. So I'm like, oh, wait, hold up. Paris might be a go. So yeah, I was going to keep it a little secret, tell the podcast later. But surprise. So maybe I might find my man over there. So
that sounds good.
I can't wait. Like, I'm going to be watching. Like, you have to update. Like, you have to, you know.
Don't worry, babes. Vlog. And yeah, he might be over there. So yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So thank you, Bree. Thank you, Lorna. Thank y'all for coming on this episode and giving people y'all insight on what y'all got going on in y'all love lives. I love it for y'all. I love y'all relationships. Shout out to y'all for keeping that black, that beautiful love alive and thriving.
It still exists.
Yes, it still exists.
for people
yeah.
that think so.
I'm going to put their Instagrams below, not for the men to follow, but girls, if you got some questions for them, follow them. And yes, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for coming on, and thank you for watching episode 11 of Everybody's Hi. Peace.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Thank y'all for coming on. Yeah, y'all was good.